Hey everyone, my name is Krasenstein and welcome to the first post-release devlog for Chronicle Unit 8. We're going to talk about Chronicle's release, how it was received, and its identity issues that have caused it to be at its current state, before moving into what we've worked on. Chronicle Unit 8 is a top-down vertical bullet hell with roguelike elements and RPG elements. You basically start each run with 0 what's called scrap, and as you kill enemies you pick up this resource that you can then use to upgrade your ship between runs when your ship explodes. Chronicle released out of early access in November of 2020, and since then has done reasonably well in sales. Good portion of the feedback that we've received is that the game is very slow for a bullet hell or a shoot 'em up. We're trying to make a very delicate balance between shoot 'em ups and roguelikes, and I think we're falling short in the shoot 'em up category. Shoot 'em ups usually have high velocity action, lots of movements on screen, and different power-ups. I think that's where Chronicle's identity flaw exists, because there are not enough things happening on the screen for a player to go, oh yeah, this is a bullet hell. I'm supposed to be getting non-stop action. We're not getting action. So a couple things that we're actually going and changing in Chronicle for the newest update. First off is going to be faster bullet speed for everyone. So the game just feels faster, the player can move faster, and there's a faster starting fire rate. Given that increased fire rate and the increased bullet speed, and reducing spawn times between enemies is making the game feel more intense. We're really liking how we're moving forward with that. Added power-ups into the game, and there's a bunch of different power-ups. There's different ammo crate power-up, 2 times damage, 3 times damage, an auto fire, a max attack speed, a shield, a reflector. Each of these power-ups actually exist inside a manager, where there's an override system, and we use a dictionary asset called KYI data tables that stores all of these animators to their enum in the inspector so that we have an easier reference when we're ready to find them. While we were waiting for the art to finish for the power-ups, we had a placeholder icon that would appear in the bottom left when you pick up a power-up, and that would show how much time is left in that power-up before it expires. Here's a list of the power-up art assets already in and fully functional. We also added in some damage notifications and text that appear when you do damage and take healing. And I feel like we missed on that. Players like to see different kinds of feedback when stuff happens in a game, so adding in damage numbers, we can make that a toggleable thing if people don't want to always see it, but we really like how it looks with the damage numbers as well. The next thing we're working on, so Chronicle currently only has 1 lane. And roguelikes typically have this room style system, like games like Spelunky or Hades. What we're going to do is we're going to create a multi-lane system. So in this diagram, here's your ship, and there's this green area right here. So this green area is going to start lighting up, and as it lights up, if you fly into that area, then everything will shift, and you'll be flying on the left side of the screen now. We have currently this placeholder green box that appears, and as we use it, so the goal is to have the player fly into this box, and after a certain amount of time, it will shift all of the assets over to show the new area. And we currently have 3 multi-lanes that appear. You don't have to take them if you don't want to, but they do grant you weapons. Basically, there's a system that exists called a multi-lane trigger, and when you're inside that trigger, it knows whether it's a left lane or a right lane that you're going to. It's going to start making that lane side light up, and after it flickers for a certain amount of time, I think we have it at 5 seconds, then it will process itself, and if you're within the bounds, which we've actually realized is about 5 units, if you're within the bounds of the lane, then we're going to switch the lane over. Right? We won't progress through the level anymore, and we have to finish this room, quote unquote, right? So then we have this side lane get set up with the amount of enemies, and it gets set up with whoever the final mid-boss is for that lane before it flips you back. We have it pull everything that it needs to pull and sets the new origin for the camera so that the camera moves itself. And so this is how it looks. So here's the flashing light. We have to sit inside it. If we sit inside this flashing area, it shifts everything over. And now we are in the next area. which I'm not entirely set on how that's going to move yet. I think I need it to move a little bit faster. Thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more devlogs in the future. And until next time, guys, thanks so much. Talk to you soon.